right, y'all. Welcome back to the Is That a Read
Is that a
podcast.
read?
Oh, it's a read, and we are ready. We missed y'all last week, but we're back now, and we're here to talk about all the new pop culture topics with a psychic spin. That's right, y'all. We're giving tarot readings on this week's pop culture topics. So I'm Victoria. I'm your girl for all things tarot, and this is my co-host Julian. Hey,
Hey,
Julian.
how's it going? I'm excited to get started.
Me
Oh,
too.
we need to do the read. We're gonna read each other just to see how our week's been. Is that right?
That's right. I'm ready. So do you want to go first or should I go first?
Uh, I'll go first. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm using the Lenormand Oracle, and I'm gonna do a quick read on Victoria to see what her week has been like. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. All right. Um, so funny enough, we have the confusion and the stork card, which there's confusion keeping you from moving forward or changing things right now. The confusion's going to lift though. This is kind of like there has been movement where you're going to see what the blockages are, because we have the mountain and we have the lilies, and the lilies is about maturity, and then the mountain is saying like there's been a little block about you maybe like stepping into the person that you are. And then the next thing is we have the letter and the star card. You're waiting for an invitation so that you could get clarity. So you're waiting for a message to get clarity for something that's been going on. Um, and then what we see here is we have the home, and then we have the park, which is meaning there's a meeting that's coming up that you'll be taking from home. So tell me, how'd I do?
I feel like that's very relevant to what's going on with me right now. Like, I'm very confused about what's happening at my job. Like, I know what's happening, but I'm confused as to how the outcome is going to be. So it's giving me a lot of anxiety and stress. Like, I work a lot and there's so much to do, and I can't do it all, and I'm just worried that what I can't do is going to come back and bite me in the butt. And I actually do have a meeting with my managers this week, this coming week, to talk about it. So I'm really nervous about it, and it is like stopping me from feeling like I'm in control of what's going on. So I am looking for clarity, and I even was looking forward to the message that I would get from you this week. So literally looking forward to a message.
Awesome. I just want you to know that the home card and the park showed up. So this meeting and the home, that means comfort. So I think you're going to be comfortable during this meeting. It's not going to be scary, maybe to ease some of your fears. And the star card is about clarity. So you will come out of this meeting more clear-headed. All right.
Well, thank you, and thank goodness, because I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to work, I care about my job. I care about the work I do. And I'm like, when I say I'm stressed, y'all, I'm stressed. I was just telling Julian before the call, I'm like, I don't know, like I might need to get into some CBD, some edibles, something. So yeah, the stress is real. So thank you for the reassurance. I really appreciate it. And I really was looking forward to this message. So this was definitely a read for me, and I'm grateful. All right. Let me go and give you a reading. Since you gave me a multiple card reading this time, I'll give you a multiple card. I'm not going to be stingy this time. All right. So 3 cards for Julian, talking about his prior week. What shall we share? Angels and guides. Those working with Julian. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Interesting, Julian. We've got some interesting cards here. So first we've got the past lives card.
Okay.
I've got the fighting card.
Okay.
And I've got the suppression card.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm getting with this is like, you're at a point in your life. The past life is a major arcana card. This talks about major themes in our life. This isn't day-to-day stuff. This is you're working on some challenges that relate to your soul's purpose here on earth. And what I'm looking at is that it has something to do with you deciding how things need to be going in your life, the speed at which they need to be going, and if they're going in the right direction, and you feeling like you're in control of that. And also feeling like you have less control than you really want on the efforts that you're making, resulting in the end results. And maybe you've had this week to deal with mentally, emotionally, the thoughts, the emotions that go along with where am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Are my efforts making sense? And is it really manifesting for me the way it should? What this shows is that in actuality, yep, you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
It's showing that exactly where you find yourself is where you're supposed to be. You're in alignment with your path. And that you have to realize that like you're working alongside your higher self. So the efforts that you're making, like they're helping you in ways you may not realize.
Got it. Thank you for that reading. And it resonates so much because I have been thinking about my efforts and my business, what I've been doing. For those of you that don't know, I moved from LA to San Francisco and I'm restarting my business here. So there's a lot of looking from the past to plan for the future right now. You're right. A lot of things are not under my control because I realize a lot of my work is about connecting with other people. So you can't control your connections with people and what the reciprocity could be like. And last week I started to work at a community well, which is a community wellness center here in San Francisco, and we do low cost services for the community, and it was really good. And I realized that that's where I should be. So I am like feeling more of myself, and I am where I need to be. So thank you for that confirmation.
That's awesome. Well, now that we've gotten our minds right, we feel like we both gonna be all right. Let's get to the stories, you guys. So here's our first story for the day. I don't know, some of y'all may not have heard of this. It's a quiet story. Haven't had much news coverage, but we wanted to cover it. P. Diddy.
My goodness.
All the charges. Like, I'm going to do a brief overview. I'm going to throw it to Julian and see what he thinks about it. But like, y'all, P. Diddy's home was raided. He's being accused of sex trafficking, rape, drugging people, like handling illegal narcotics. They raided his home in Los Angeles, New York, Miami. One of his old producers, Lil Rod, he created a statement. They're calling out all kinds of people in the statement, from Prince Harry, Prince Harry, T.D. Jakes, the Georgia Mass Choir, Donnie McClurkin, the Clark sisters. I don't know. That's not saying that they're involved, but my goodness. Julian.
I think it's really wild. Like, these parties that he's been accused of or allegedly has been using to sex traffic people is crazy. And his guest list of people I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, there was cameras in these rooms of things that have been going on. So I don't know. That's a lot of blackmail. That's a lot of it could be some really juicy stuff in there that could make people really question their image. You know what I mean? So I am interested to know, is this another Epstein thing? Is he the new Epstein, and is it bigger than that? You know what I mean? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
I feel like the names are like really salacious. Now, would my world be wrecked if the Georgia Mass Choir was involved in a P. Diddy freak off? Maybe not. I don't know. You know, sometimes they be freaky at church. But I will say, like, you never know what was really going on. Like, there might have been a P. Diddy freak off, and Prince Harry might have been there reading an excerpt from his new book, while T.D. Jakes was preaching on TV in the background to the sounds of the Georgia Mass Choir. So we never know why these names were called. So this is all alleged. But I'm with Julian. Like, I want to know the details. I want to know, is Diddy gonna escape these accusations?
Right. Because what if he's being an informant to Homeland Security or whatever, the CIA, you know what I mean, to get these people? Who knows? Like, maybe he'll get off. I don't know, but we don't know the truth yet. But they wouldn't have done all this if they didn't have evidence. You know what I mean? All this rating.
I feel like they do have evidence. I feel like P. Diddy does have video, but I feel like once again, America is just behind the ball. They're looking for VHS tapes. But think about it. If he has video, why would it be in his house in some locker somewhere? Why wouldn't it be on a jump drive or on some cloud storage in some highly encrypted file? Hello, watch movies now. It's all about the jump drive. All that data is in P. Diddy's pocket, waiting, and he's going to be calling favors. Don't be surprised if he gets off. If he gets off, we know the truth.
He got some people in high places, or he got some dirt on some people in high places. And don't forget, like just a few months ago, he paid off Cassie too, who I love Cassie, and he handled that real quick. So he must have known that there's something out there that could get him. So he was scared.
And our girl Cassie allegedly is cooperating with the authorities. So here comes some more drama. See, this is why. And first of all, and let me just say, first of all, there is also accusation of underage people involved in these things. We do not condone any of this alleged activity. If this is true and P. Diddy is guilty of being pretty much the biggest villain in Gotham City, then P. Diddy, you're gonna have to get yours. Like you're gonna have to go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. Like immediately.
Done.
We're gonna create the jail for you, P. Diddy. If you don't go to real jail, we're gonna put you in ghetto jail. Because this is just and
we're gonna have to stop listening to P. Diddy's music too. Just can't support him. Can't support that. I know. It's fine.
See, this is like I used to always say. We always are more willing to rehabilitate the people that have the stuff that we really want to like listen to. Like, what if we could just crucify R. Kelly? Like, not kill him, but nail him to the cross and let all of his victims just beat him bloody. And then we can listen to Step in the Name of Love. I feel like that's fair. Like, if he gets crucified. So with Diddy, let's just crucify him. Don't kill him. Make him carry the cross, beat him in the middle of the street, let all of his victims beat his ass, and let him sit on the cross for a couple of days, and then we can all listen to Bad Boy and the Family album. I'm sorry, like that. Yeah, like I can't. I mean, I don't know what they want from me, but the more money we come across, the more problems we see.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Take that. Diddy, you're gonna have to take that charge so we can listen to your music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we don't know. We don't know what we're gonna do. We should ask the cards. We should see what's going on.
So you're gonna ask about whether this is an Epstein level.
Ooh, okay.
Which one are you asking?
I'll do the Epstein one. What question do you want to answer?
Is he gonna slide through? Is he gonna slide? Is he gonna slide? Is he gonna Vaseline his ass up and slide through these charges without a charge?
We are about to find out. I'm gonna see. I'll go first because we'll see how big it is, and then you're gonna see if he gets on out. Let's see. All right. Ooh.
I'm just gonna say while you call.
I don't know if it's gonna be Epstein level, but it's bad. It's bad because we have the man and we have the snake. The snake is saying this is Diddy, and then he's just not even shedding skin. He's just that snake. He's the snake in the garden of Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? He's tempting everybody. I think he knew what he was doing, like exactly, like he was tempting everybody. But man, he has so much support still because we have the heart and we have the moon. And in this deck, this is about like notoriety. And then the heart is saying like people still care for him and love him and like him. And maybe because he's a person of power and he has given us some good hits. But we got the lilies and we have the open road. So this is saying to me is like the women, the people, but I feel like it's more female because the lilies represents female, are really opening something up because this is the open roads to something very bigger. And I think it's going to be pretty bad because these are two bad cards. We have the mountain and we have the broom. There's going to be a lot of people trying to cover up this mess. Like, that's what it's saying here. And I want to say, like, maybe that's why it's not going to be as big as Epstein, because there are people who don't want to get caught in those videotapes. So they're going to find a way to tie things down a little bit. So, yeah, that's my read for P. Diddy charges. Now, do you tell me, is he going off scot-free?
All right, let's find out if he gets off scot-free. Now, from Julian's reading, he does have a lot of support. We know he's going to have support from the public because we've seen this all before. You know, some people have the philosophy innocent until proven guilty. Other people don't care what you do. They're going to support you. So, all right. This is all just for entertainment purposes only. But is Diddy going to get off? And when I say get off, what I mean is he going to avoid jail time? Is he going to get, you know, just some easy little fine or whatever? Let's see. All right. Is Diddy getting off? Oh. Okay. This is
tell me, what's going on?
Okay. So the first card I got, and this is from the Osho Zen deck, is laziness. Okay. And then I got We Are the World. And then finally I have sorrow. So y'all, this paints a picture, a timeline. So this is what the timeline is looking like. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. The story goes like this. P. Diddy is chilling. He's got his money behind him. He feels like he's got everything going for him, and he's not even worried about these charges. He knows that his lawyers are gonna help him. He's going to build a lawyer team that's like better than Johnny Cochran. He's going to have everybody working together to try to get him off as soon as possible. And then it's all going to blow up in his face. Diddy is going to jail. Y'all, Diddy is going to be in his room boo-hoo crying because everything he tries is not going to work. This man, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, is going to jail.
Dang. All right. You know what?
Sorry.
Yeah. I can't believe, you know what? He just left his kids too and went on a jet to Antigua. Like, he was all bye.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the snake, he just slimy, just slippery, just
looking out for himself.
Oh, P. Diddy. I mean, I want to feel bad for you, but it's only alleged. So allegedly, I feel bad for you. Oh, well. All right. Well, let's move on to our next topic. This is a little bit lighter, or is it? The next topic is solar eclipse, April 8th, 2024. Julian, I'm going to introduce this one.
All right. The solar eclipse is coming. It is going to be able to be seen here in the United States. I think it's from New England all the way down to Texas. You can see the totality is what they're calling it. It's when you can actually see the whole sun being blocked out by the moon. I haven't looked into the energetics of this, which I'm excited to kind of like see what happens, but this is supposedly a once in a lifetime experience. So, you know, being tarot readers that we are, you know, we believe in energy, believe in the stars and the alignment and placement. I'm not very adept to astrology, but I'm ready to use the cards to see what they have to say, what we should be doing with the energy of the solar eclipse. What do you think, Victoria?
Well, I'm really excited about it. I'm also not an astrologer, but I did look up a few things that they were saying. So basically, it's really super rare to have this many eclipses in such a short period of time. Does this mean that we're all going to hell in a handbasket? Probably. But it's not proven. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. No, but it is a rare occurrence, so you should feel lucky that it's happening during this time. So, what lunar eclipses are normally about putting ends, like an ending to something that's no longer useful, no longer serving you. You're allowing it to eclipse out of your life. Now, a solar eclipse, that's where the light from the sun is blocked by the moon. And in that case, what we're actually doing is we're opening a gateway to a new beginning. We're allowing ourselves to step forward into what we want to bring new. So keywords here are new beginnings. Keywords here are, okay, what am I sick and tired of, fed up with, that I've been experiencing this year, the recent lunar eclipse opened the gateway for you to let that go. And the solar eclipse is now, what do I want to do differently? How am I going to start my brand new life? So y'all, that's for you to decide, but don't miss out on this golden opportunity to change your life. Okay. So, but let's look at some cards. Like, let's look at, we're going to pull two different questions. So what you ask about this solar eclipse?
Let's ask, what is the energy like of the solar eclipse? Like, I mean, I know that that's what you read about and you're kind of feeling, but like, let's really ask the cards, because everything's different, right? You know what I mean? But maybe for our audience, it could be more specific, you know? So let's check that out. And what else should we ask? What do you think? Should we look at it directly without, eclipse glasses? Like,
I mean, I feel like that's just for each of their own. Like, if you would love to just realize how to see life from a darker perspective, just look directly at that eclipse, and you will see your shadow for the rest of your life.
By the way, if you are going to look at the eclipse, I heard they are like selling fake glasses. So make sure you get those glasses if you're going to look at the eclipse from a vetted like source. You know what I mean?
Oh, and there's an airline that's actually selling tickets where you can fly from Texas to Detroit, and you'll actually be able to see the eclipse through your window seat.
Oh, that's cool.
My paycheck doesn't allow me to just be flying for no debt. But for those of y'all that can afford it, have fun. I'm sure you're gonna be posting on social media and making us all jealous. Okay, so you're looking at the energy of the solar eclipse. What I will look at is, as a country, what is our new beginning?
Oh, okay. You're going deep. I like that.
We'll see. I mean, it's an election year. Okay.
This is true. So much going on. All right. So should I do the energy first?
Yeah.
All right. What is the energy of the solar eclipse? Please show us through the cards. All right. Again, I'm using the Lenormand Oracle. It is just my favorite deck. It's the deck that I always use. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. A lot of communication going on between networks of people. We have the writer, it brings news, and then the park is where people congregate. So I think the solar eclipse is going to bring a lot of messages from places that maybe you aren't expecting to help you with kind of what Victoria already said with this new beginning. So I feel like there's going to be a floodgate of information that's going to help you really plan this next leg of your journey after the solar eclipse happens. It is about groundedness, because we do have the woman card and we do have the tower, and the tower is about standing firm. So it is about really knowing who you are, and also like incubating and receiving the things, or understanding the things that really make up who you are, kind of at your true essence. The other thing is like, we're cleaning things up, because we have the broom again, and we have the lilies, and the lilies is about maturity. So anything that's been holding you back, as far as like, I don't know, for you playing small, like this is your time to grow up and grow into the person that you've been wanting to be. And I'm just gonna kind of riff off what Victoria's saying: opening things up, letting things go. Skype is cutting things up, and then the key is opening things up to this new beginning, to this new energy. Let me just see if there's anything else from here that I'm missing. I don't know why, but like, I feel like Mother Earth is also, I know you're going to look at the United States, but I feel like Mother Earth is also at a turning point for this, where it's trying to like release some energies that it's not jiving with right now, which is interesting, because we had having all those earthquakes and all those things that have been happening. So we'll see. That's my read.
Yeah, the earthquake in New York, like, you guys, nobody's safe. My mom always says California is going to go into the ocean. Well, Mom, maybe Atlanta might go into the ocean all by itself. Like, maybe it'll just sink right from the middle of Georgia. All right.
just Atlanta.
Let me pull what new beginning are we going to experience as a country?
Okay.
following the solar eclipse. Like, obviously, it's not going to happen on the 8th, but following the 8th, like, there should be significant change. All right. What's the new energy for America, the United States of America? Ooh. Okay, so we have the experiencing card. We have the silence card. And then we have the suppression card.
Again?
Oh yeah, suppression is. We always remember the bad ones. Like we like they just go. It can be like you're gonna win $1 million, and it's like suppression. No, I want to let this go. Okay, yeah. So these cards in conjunction together, the new beginning that we're going to be seeing in America is as people, as the American people, we're going to start to really create a movement of wellness in our job, wellness in our life, our work-life balance with our families, wellness with our food. We're going to start demanding a lot more quality when it comes to our food and our nutrition. But what we're not going to see is support from government when it comes to that, or large organizations. So it's going to be one of those cause and effect. We push for something more and we're going to get pushback. So there's going to be pushback from government. So I could see this coming year is going to be another year of protest. It's going to be another year of people stepping up and standing out and looking at things from a holistic perspective and choices based on that. But I do see like people, American people, will be banding together.
I love that. So like kind of like being part of like making the change within your community. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is correct. We will be working as one unit. So get ready to rumble.
Well, that's a lot to look forward to, Victoria. At least we'll be healthy.
All right, so you guys enjoy the eclipse. Whether you miss it or not, just don't miss the opportunity to start anew in your life.
Yeah.
All right.
Set some intentions.
So we have a new segment, and it's going to be super fun. So in this segment, Julian has no idea about what's going on with this particular pop culture artist and celebrity. And so what I'm going to do is just give him the celebrity. And he is going to read to figure out what is it that's going on with the celebrity in news.
All right.
So this was all for fun, you guys. And this segment, we're going to do Lizzo.
Oh, okay. I know that there was something about her dancers that happened. Is that what you're talking about? Just to make sure I'm not.
This is separate from the dancers. This has nothing to do with the dancers. This is a brand new story that has hit the news when it comes to Lizzo.
All right, here we go. I am going to do a past, present, future because I like to do that because if I could kind of clarify the past and I could read the present so I could better predict the future.
Well, okay, can I say this? Maybe what she experienced with her dancers might have influenced her decisions or her actions.
Okay, sure. So, past. I can't make this up. This is what showed up in the cards. The moon, which is about vocation or work. The woman card, which could be Lizzo. And then the mice. The mice, you don't want the mice in your house because they, the mice are chatter, they're gossip. They're also like, people ratting you out. You know what I mean? And I think that's what happened in the past. So I feel like that's pretty much in alignment. I think we're connecting to Lizzo. So I feel like people are still out to get her because here's the fox. But I feel like this is Lizzo being strategic. You know what I mean? Trying to be strategic. We have the home card and then we have the fish. So I feel like what I'm getting is she's using her money to kind of position herself in a way where she feels comfortable, maybe to be out in the public again and like kind of like dim down whatever happened with her dancers, you know, so that she could shine a little brighter. And that's what I'm kind of getting for presently. And then I'm going to go into the future. And then this is also future, so we don't know. Is this? There's going to be another story that's going to come out because we do have the letter. And it's not going to be good for her. I don't think so. Because we have the child, which I feel like is freedom. And then we have the broom, which is, again, cleanup. But I feel like if these cards last for 6 months, so I feel like if there is bad news, it won't get better within the next 6 months, is kind of what it's saying. It's kind of like there's a repetition that needs to happen of newness for her to experience something better. So, Victoria, how'd I do?
You did pretty good. I will say you did pretty good. So, of course, we confirmed the past that she did get snitched on by her dancers. They're suing her. Okay. Yep. In the present, what you said was she's using her money to position herself in a different way. Okay. So this is what the headline was for Lizzo. Lizzo came out and first she made an announcement on social media that she quit.
Oh.
That she quit. Okay. And then she came back later and said what she quits is dealing with all the negativity. Uh-oh. But what she will not ever quit is what she really loves, which is her music. Okay. And what everybody is saying is that she was intentionally creating a media storm in order to ultimately promote possibly some upcoming project that she's trying to bring attention to. So everybody's thinking like she was playing with our minds on purpose to get our attention because she's about to come up. So I would say that's pretty close.
Okay.
Money to try to draw attention away from one thing and put it somewhere else. Now, coming up with the future of another story. Oh, I'm sorry to you, Lizzo. I'm sorry, Lizzo, but we're going to be around when that story comes out to report on it.
And we'll let you know. We'll do a read on that.
We'll give you a read, Lizzo girl. Well, that was really fun. I love that segment.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys, you know how much we appreciate you. We love that you watch our show and, you know, kiki with us on all these topics. And so now this part of the show is for you. It's the inspirational reading where we give you some inspiration for the coming week so that you can walk into your next week with a little bit lighter step. So why don't I go first this time?
All right.
And this time around, I'm reading from Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaids and Dolphin Oracle cards. And I'm going to pull, you know what? I'm feeling generous today. Normally I would do one card. I'm going to do two card reading for this coming week. You know, we've got a solar eclipse. We've got a lot going on. You guys are doing the very best you can. And so, a word from my own self. Everything you do this week, do it with unconditional love. You'll be all right. All right. One more shuffle and I'll give you your 2 cards for this coming week. All right. Card number 1. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apology. Ooh, speak, preach. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna caught the Holy Ghost. Y'all don't know. I got a background in the Baptist and sometimes the spirit be hitting me. All right. The second one is protection. You, your loved ones, and your protection and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. All right. So the message for you guys is listen, soften yourself. Soften yourself. You don't have to go through life feeling like you need to be tough and you need to protect yourself and you're in this all by yourself. You are not in this all by yourself. You got a team of angels, ancestors, God, universe, whatever it is your higher self, whatever it is you believe in is walking with you and is trying to give you everything you want and need and make sure your needs are met. And there is nothing that you need to fear. Just go. Soften, be gentle, walk into this week and enjoy it. That's the message.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Don't push.
Don't push.
Yeah. All right. So I pulled a card from the Michelle Buchanan numerology guidance cards. I think I've used them in our last show. But the card I picked was, hold on, I want to read a little bit from the book too. Let's see. Is Nature. 74 Nature. So, in order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to spend time in the outdoors. When you align yourself with Mother Nature, you align yourself with Source. This is a very powerful way to raise your vibration. So I feel like that's very much in alignment with the solar eclipse. You know what I mean? These new beginnings that are happening, but to make sure that you started off right, go into nature, get outside of this hypnotic rhythm that you've kind of been in and align with like maybe a more natural pace of life, you know what I mean? And slow things down a little bit so that you could recognize the things that really matter to you and move forward with the solar eclipse. So that's my message to y'all. And spend some time in nature. Go for a hike. Spend time in the park. Go play with your dog or your kids.
I love that. That was so beautiful, Julian. All right, guys. So you got everything you need to walk into this next week in a beautiful way, in a soft, nature-filled, peaceful way. And if you really enjoyed what you saw today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys. Julian, why don't you close us out?
All right. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.